we hope you are having a great day. Here's a question. How many of you feel like you never have enough time to get everything done in a day? I'm assuming a lot of you are either raising your hands or nodding your heads along saying yes. Well, a professor at Ohio State says the secret to better scheduling is not trying to pack in as much as possible, but scheduling less.
In a series of projects, we actually studied the habit of scheduling with the advent of the technology. Our iPhones are in our hands. We are scheduling everything. And we are not only scheduling meetings, we're also scheduling like leisurely social activities in it. So we wondered, both in the domain of work and in the domain of leisure, does scheduling have any unforeseen negative consequences? And we found at least one in each of the domains. In the leisurely domain, we find that when people schedule their leisure, they're more likely to think about it as work because it takes the qualities of work having a strict beginning and oftentimes a strict ending time. Our research finds that rough planning is the best medium. And by rough planning, I mean maybe even having a day and potentially a part of the day planned for something, but still leaving it flexible and open to change. And that seems to be good enough. For instance, in one of our studies, we asked people to tell us exactly when they were going to come and have their coffee break with us. Or we told them, you can come anytime between 6 and 8. Those people who told us exactly when they were going to come actually enjoyed this break from studying significantly less than those who came anytime between 6 and 8. It also goes with saying, like in that particular study, people who had written down exactly when they were going to come were more likely to show up. So there definitely is the benefit of having those plans. My happy medium in my own life after doing all this work is like if I'm going to go on a vacation or, be in a place in which I'm going to see friends and family, I actually make a list of things that I want to achieve. And that serves as my commitment tool. And I roughly plan. I'm just like, it would be a good idea to do this on a Tuesday. And maybe this is a Friday evening in a way in which I know what the sequence of my days might be like, but not strict enough to say that I have to be at dinner at 8 p.m. that day, because it's possible that my afternoon event might go longer. I might need to change it. On the work format, what we find is that when people schedule time, especially have something upcoming, we see that time leading up to that scheduled meeting feels actually shorter than any amount of equivalent time in our day. If I've got an event at 1 p.m., that 1 hour feels significantly shorter than an hour any other time in the day. And we find that this is because the upcoming event looms closer and people feel like that is just like whatever time I have is not quite sufficient to complete anything meaningful. And ergo, they also stress out and don't do anything there as well. The best thing that we can do really is to focus on the clock time and not what our internal clock says. That's about the only way that I know. And, talking about some of my own work, now I literally remind myself, I'm just like, this is an hour. It might be butting up to a different event and it's going to feel shorter, but it's still an hour. And the same goes for vacations. When we ask people directly how long an event is going to feel, that actually helped. They draw their attention to how long in days it's going to be. And the effect is still there, but it's weakened. It's just like a week vacation just feels so short. But if you really remind yourself, like that is actually 7 distinct days, it all of a sudden unpacks it. So the more we can unpack that, the more we are likely to actually experience its full length prospectively.
I was nodding along with a lot of what that doctor said. And she also says that another study found that about 20% of people view taking a break as wasteful. However, taking that point of view increases stress, anxiety, and depression, which is not good for your health. Hopefully these tips help make a new you in 2022.